So this is one line balancing problem, and here means we will apply the rank position weight method, okay, to balance the line. Okay, so class, just let me know, are you able to see this my desktop in screen? Okay, okay. Okay. So here the question is like that: an engine is to be assembled on a single model assembly line. Okay. So there actually engine assembly process is going on, and the line will be operated 250 days per year. Means the total working day in entire year is the 250 days, you can say, and 10 hour per day. Actually per day the shift is the 10-hour working shift. Okay, the work content has been divided into the work element as defined in the table below, and along with the element time as well as the precedence constraint. Okay, so entire assembly work divided into the element. Okay, like element 1 2 3 4 5 6, these are the work element, and with respective there the task time is given, and as well as the what is the precedence relationship, that is also given here. Okay, okay, the next point is annual production is to be, means that is the, you can say, the demand. On the basis of that, the annual production of the engine, you can say, that is the 1,50,000 unit. Okay, that is the given data. Okay, so now what is the sub questions there? The sub question 1 is the average hourly production rate. What is the average hourly production rate that you need to calculate? The next point is the what is the cycle time. The third is the theoretical minimum number of the worker required to meet the production requirement, and third one, you need to do the balance that particular line or balance the time by using the rank position weight method. And the sub question D is determine the balance efficiency and the balance delay. 1 minute, I put the topic name. Okay, so this is the rank position weight method actually. Okay, so first we try to address the, instead of going to the sub question A, first I try to address the sub question B. Okay, so why? Because what is the expected cycle time that I try to calculate. Okay, so just wait here. Expected, or you can directly write the cycle time, no issue, the cycle time. So how you can calculate the cycle time, class? What is the process to calculate the cycle time? You have, means what is the annual demand, that is the 1,50,000 unit. You know how much time available with you. Okay, that is the means in entire year 250 day is the working, and their 10-hour per day is the actual working time of per day. Okay, you know, means the time availability, you know the annual demand. So can you calculate the cycle time, and what is the process to calculate the cycle time? Please let me know. Are you getting my point, class?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So what is the process to calculate the cycle time? You have time, means available time already you know, that is available in this question, and you know how much quantity you need to produce. Then please let me know what is the process to calculate the cycle time. Very easy, it is a 10th level question, class. Okay, no issue. I think many people are not interested. Okay, so here expected cycle time, you have the total. Okay, I write here everything. Okay, total time available, you have total time available, just divide with the what is your total demand and number of unit required. Just use, means just use little bit your mind here. Okay, It is a very easy process, and already we done the 2 3 numerical. Why you are not participating? I don't understand. Okay, here means what is the total time is here? What is the total time? 250. Okay, 250 is the total days, right?
Into 24.
Why 24? 24 hour your means plant is not work, na? Here given how much hour you will be work. That is the 10 hour
10.
part. So 250 into 10. Very good, very good. Okay.
Into 60.
Into 60 we will do because we want to convert into the minute. Okay, very good. So here, what is the cycle time? Just very simple calculation. I think 250 is the total working day. Their 10 hour is the working shift, and I multiply with the 60 because I want to convert it to the minutes. And what is the number of unit required? That is the 1,50,000, right? So can you quickly calculate it and let me know what is the cycle time, class?
1.
1 minute. Okay. Good, good. This is 1 minute is the cycle time for this. Means every 1 minute I want one assembly. Okay. Every 1 minute you can say I need one engine. If I produce in every 1 minute one engine, then I can satisfy this particular demand. That is the 1,50,000. Okay. This is the means expected, or you can say the average cycle time also you can say. Okay, the next point, what is the sub question A is here? Average hourly production rate. You know per minute how much production is required, that is the 1, because that is the cycle time. So how much you will be produce average hour, how much you can produce, so you will be able to supply this 1,50,000 unit. You know in 1 minute you can produce 1 is the cycle time, right? So in every 1 minute you can produce one assembly of engine, or you can say the one assembly you can do. So now what is the average hourly production, class?
Sixty.
60. Very good, very good, very good. This is the actually this is the B, I'm sorry, this is the A is the average production, you can say rate. Okay, production rate is equal to, okay, I just multiplied, okay, 1 into 60. Okay, I write here cycle time into 60 because I want to convert it to the hour. So here 1 into 60 is 60. Okay, 60 unit per hour you can say. Okay, so now both the two question is solved. Now C is the what is the theoretical minimum number of the worker is required to meet the, okay, so what is the process to calculate the number of worker? Already we calculated in previous means numerical also, we calculated the number of worker required. So what is the process? Okay, the theoretical minimum number of worker required. Okay, don't okay, so the minimum number of the worker required to meet your production requirement. Okay, so I'm not writing here everything to meet, okay, to meet your production requirement. So what will be the means the total number of the worker requirement? You know what is the total work content, means the entire work content, and if I divide with the cycle time, then you will get the idea कि how much worker is needed. Okay, so what is the total work content time? Can you quickly calculate this work element time, means just sum of all this work content time, and let me know just what is the total work content time. Just add the time of the all element. Class, quickly add all the time, work element time. 7 3
3.9.
3.8.
Okay, 3.8 actually. 3.8. I'm also getting 3.8. Okay, so okay, 3.8, 3.82. Okay, anyone getting 3.9? Means only one student getting 3.9.
No, sir, 3.8.
Okay, okay, good, good. So here 3.8, and what is the cycle time is 1. So 3.8 worker I am needed. I cannot say like that. Okay, so I am telling you 4 worker I am needed to complete this requirements. Okay, 4 workers is needed. So these are the basic thing that you need to calculate for all the numerical. Okay, now the main point is, means what is the means today class we want to learn is, that is the rank position weight method. Means how to put the rank on the weight, on the basis of the weight. Okay, so first you need to calculate the weight of each work element. And what is the process to calculate all these things? First you need to make the precedence diagram. And how to make the precedence diagram, that already we done in Kilbridge-Wester method also. Okay, so okay, I just start the precedence diagram. Precedence diagram. Okay, so how to draw the precedence diagram? First draw the activity, means this is the, means you can say the element number 1, right? And with respect to what is the time, that is the 0.3. just write down near to that work element. After that draw, means 2 also independent. Why I am starting from here? Because it is independent. Anytime I can start this 1 and 2, both are the independent. Okay, so I start here 2. And what is the TE, means the element time is here, work element time is 0.6. Okay, now the next point. Okay, when I talk about the 3, for 3 1 must be complete, then only you can start the element 3. 1 must be complete, then only you can start the 3. Okay, so what is 1 is here completed, I start the 3, I can start 3. Okay, and what is the time there? 0.2. Okay, so now when I talk about the activity 3 is completed. Okay, I just tick mark here, completed. Okay, now okay, the next point, when I talk about the 4, activity 4, there 2 must be completed, then you can start the 4. So 2 is completed here, I can start the 4. And for 4, what is the element time? That is the 0.4. Okay, when I can start the 5, once 2 and 3 completed, then I can start the 5. So 2 and 3 must be completed, then only I can start the 5. Okay, so 2 and 3 must be completed, then I can start the 5. So just place 2. This is the 5, and with respect to the time is 0.8. Okay, so this is 5 is done. Now 6, 4 5 must be completed, then I can start the 6. 4 5 must be completed, then I can start the 6. Okay, and for 6, what is the time? Element time is 0.5. Is there any doubt? Then please ask me, class. Okay, so we completed 6. Now I go for the 7. For 7, 4 must be complete, then I can start the 7. Okay, 4 is completed here, so I start the 7. This is the 7, and what is the time there? 0.3. Now 6 and 7 both completed, then you can do the activity 8. Activity 8, and that is 0.7. Okay, so is there any doubt how to make the precedence diagram, class? Class, is there any doubt how to make the precedence diagram?
No, sir.
Okay,
No, sir.
good. Now how to calculate the rank? Okay, actually rank position weight method is used for the calculate the rank for each, you can say for each work element. Okay, just wait, I add one row, just wait, insert right. Two-minute class. Okay, so now 7, 8 everything is completed here. 7, 8 all are allocated here. Now how to calculate the weight? Okay, so this is the very important thing, class. Please actually I try to change the color so you can understand. Just wait. Okay, I try to take the one highlighter. Okay, so first when I talk about the activity 8, okay, the weight, actually the giving the weight, it is started from backward side. Okay, backward side of the precedence diagram. So if my precedence diagram is completed, okay, what is the last number of the node? Here last number of the node, this point is very important. Okay class, if you understand this assigning the weight process, then you can easily solve this rank, you can easily do the line balancing by using the rank position weighted method. Okay, so please take care during this particular part. Okay, so okay, when I talk about the how to do the weight, how to provide the weight to a particular element, work element, start with the last element. So here last work element is the 8. Okay, so this is the last work element, and how to assign the work element, the time with respect to that, what is the activity come in that particular path, that you need to assign. Okay, when I talk about the last element, there you need to just consider the timing of that particular thing. Okay, so when I talk about the 8, the for 8, what is the weight here? The weight is, okay, the weight is 0.7. so I just try to type here. Okay, because I don't want to change color. Okay, so for 8, for element 8, the weight is 0.7. Okay, so now actual picture will become, just wait, when I talk about the weight of 6, the element 6 weight. Okay, so how you will be go 6 to end element of that precedence diagram. What is the end element of this precedence diagram? That is the 8. Okay, so what is the process to go 6 to 8? There is the only one path is available. By using this particular path only you can go 6 to 8. Okay, so during that path, what number of the activity is coming, that particular time you need to add. Okay, so when I talk about the activity 6 or work element 6, there is time is 0.7. Okay, and when I talk about the 8, their time is 0.5 and 0.7. Just add these two things. Just add these two things, you will be get the weight for the element 6. And for element 6, what will be the weight? If add these two things, then class
1.2.
1.2. Please try to understand the concept. Okay. Okay. Just wait. So okay, I want to calculate the weight for 7. Okay, the same process. If I want to calculate the weight for 7 work element, in that condition, what is the way to go 7 to the end work element of that precedence diagram? End work element is 8. Okay, there is only one path. This is available. So related to that or work element you need to consider. So here two work element related to that. That is the one is 7 and one is 8. So 0.3 plus 0.7. So what will be the value? 1. Very good, very good. If you understood this thing, then there means you can easily easily design the workstation, no issue. The next point for 5. For 5 I need to calculate. So 5 to end point, how I can go? Only one process is available, 5 to 6, 6 to 8. 5 to 6, 6 to 8. Okay, in this particular path, the number of work element come, that time you need to add. Okay, so 0.8, 0.5, 0.7. Just add all these three and let me know what will be the weight for 5.
2.
2. Okay, everyone getting 2? Okay, good, good. So now the next point, for 4 I need to calculate. For 4 I need to calculate the weight. Okay, so what is the time period of that particular 4 work element, means 4 work element is 0.4. okay. So now how to go 4 to the end of that precedence, that is the 8. One is the 4 to 6, 6 to 8, 4 to 6, 6 to 8, and there one more path is available, 4 to 7, 7 to 8. okay, consider both the path, means what is the possible path is available, consider all the path and add the work element of those means which come into that particular path, that work element you need to add. okay, so when I talk about the 4, then you need to add the 0.4, 0.5, 0.7 plus 0.3. are you getting my point, class?
Yes, sir.
okay, so in that condition what will be the weight of this element 4?
1.9.
okay, so again I am repeating 1.9. good. okay, when I talk about the 4, how to go 4 to end, there is the one process 4 to 6, 6 to 8, and another process 4 to 7, 7 to 8. okay, so I need to add all the work element which come into the all the path. okay, so there is the two path feasible path to go 8. okay, 4 to 8. so 0.4, 0.8, 5, 0.7, this is the one path, and another path related one task time you need to add, that is the 0.3. so all the work element I will be add, and that is 1.9. okay, so I write here 1.9. okay, now I am talking about the work element 3. work element 3, what is the process to go 3 to 8? there 3 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 8, only one process is available. okay, add all these things, 3 related work time, 5 related means element 5 work time, element 6 related time, and element 8 related time. add all the thing and just let me know what is the weight of 3.
2.2.
2.2. okay, good. And now for 2, there is the for 2, what will be the weight that you need to consider? okay, so this is the 2. okay, so how to go 2 to 8? there is the one way, 2 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 8. okay, so add all the thing 0.6, 0.8, 0.5, 0.7. okay, then again please wait, this is the one path to go 2 to 8, there another path 2, 4, 6, 8, there one more path, that is a 2, 4, 7, 8. so add all these thing, class, add all this part, means that means there actually 3 path is available to go 2 to 8. add all the work element which come in during this process, add all the thing and let me know what will be the weight. are you getting my point, class?
3.3.
3.3. okay, good. okay, so now last one, that is the 1, and actually this process is little bit complex. okay, now okay, for 1, there 1 to 3, 3 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 8, only one path available, add all the thing and let me know what will be the weight.
2.5.
everyone getting 2.5? okay, so this is the weight of each element. okay, this is the weight of each element. Now I try to create a rank. okay, so what is the process of the rank? just wait, I try to create here, then we will copy paste. just wait. rank. okay, so rank on what basis you will be give? on the basis of the weight you will give the rank. if weight is higher, then you will give the higher rank. okay, means you will give the rank 1 to the higher weight. okay, so here 3.3 is the means highest weight in and means all the element. if I compare with the other element weight, then 3.3 is the highest, there I will give the 1. Okay, the second highest is 2.5, there I will give the 2, rank second. Okay, the third highest is 2.2, I will give the rank 3. Okay, the fourth highest is actually this one. Okay, so this one is the 4, this one is the 5, this one is the 6, this one is the 7 and 8. Okay, so how to give the rank? Is there any doubt, class? On the basis of the weight you need to give the rank. Okay, if weight is high you need to give the rank 1, then second highest, there you will give the rank second, third highest, then give the rank third, like that. Okay, so is there any doubt how to allocate the rank, class?
No, sir.
Okay, good. So now we start the allocate the work element. Okay, so I just copy paste this table. Actually precedence diagram also will become here. Okay, I will make proper PDF and send you. I will send in your classroom. Okay, just wait. Okay, so now we have everything. The precedence is also given, the weight is also given. Okay, okay, so I try to draw the workstation. For workstation I need this table. I go and copy paste here. Okay, okay, now I start to draw the workstation, class. Okay, so what is the process to allocate the workstation? Just wait, I need to change the color. Okay, so now I have rank. Okay, so first in workstation 1, first I will make the workstation 1, and please take care, when I allocate the work element in my workstation, I will consider the ranking. Means first rank I will allocate in first, after that I will allocate second, after that allocate the third. On the basis of the ranking I will allocate into the workstation. Okay, so rank 1 I will allocate first. Okay, so what is the rank 1 here? The work element 2 is the rank 1, right, class? Are you getting my point? The work element 2 is the rank 1. Okay, so here I write the element 2 because the rank is 1 of that particular element. Okay, what is the task time of the 2 is 0.6. Okay, now I need to what is the cycle time? You know that cycle time we already calculated, that is the 1 minute. Okay, so when you allocate the 1 minute, the cycle time is the 1 minute. When you allocate the work element into the workstation, that time you need to take care it will not exceed the 1 minute time. Okay, so if I allocate okay, this one is already allocated, so I tick mark here. After that I will go for the rank 2. In rank 2, what is the TE time? That is the 0.3. If I add here, it will not exceed the 1 minute time. Okay, so I can choose this one. Okay, work element 1, and what is the time there? That is the 0.3. Are you getting my point, class?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Now I will go for the rank 3. This is already done allocation. Rank 3 is the work element 3. Okay, so if I allocate this rank 3 into the workstation 1, can I allocate in workstation 1, class?
No, sir.
No, because it exceeds the cycle time limit, right? So okay, this is my workstation 1. What is the workstation time here is 0.9, and what is the idle time? That is the 0.1. Now I go for the workstation 2. Workstation 2, okay, again start with the rank. Okay, 1 and 2 is already allocated. I will go to the rank 3. Rank 3, there what is the element? First element is 3, and what is the time? That is the 0.2. Tick mark here. Okay, because already allocated, so that's why I am tick mark here. Okay, okay. Now rank 4. rank 4 is here. Okay, go to the rank 4. Okay, instead of this, go to the rank 4, and rank 4, what is the TE? 0.8. Can I allocate 0.8 into the workstation 2? Can I allocate, class?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay, so that's why here I will write the work element 5, and with respect to what is the time? 0.8. so what is the workstation time? Is 1.0 actually, and here will be get 0. This is the 1.0, class, don't confuse. Okay, so now I completed the 3 as well as the 5. Okay, what is the means 4 rank 4 is completed. Now I go for the rank 5. Rank 5. Okay, so rank 5, what is the, for rank 5, what is the work element? That is the 4. And what is the time? That is the time is 0.4. Okay, so I tick mark here. Okay, so now completed, 5 is completed. I go for the rank 6. In rank 6, what is the time? 0.5. I can allocate because it is not exceed the cycle time limit, so 0.5. Okay, so now the rank 6 is also completed. Now when I talk about the rank 7, class, can I allocate rank 7 in the workstation 3? No, because it will exceed the cycle time limit, right? Okay, so what is the time here? 0.9. and what is the idle time? 0.1. I go to the workstation 4, and there I will allocate the work element 7 with respect to what is the time? Task time is 0.3. Okay, and when I allocated the 7, okay, tick mark here, then I go for the next rank. Next rank is the 8. 8 is the next rank. Okay, and what is the task time? The work element is 8 only, and what is the task time? That is the 0.7. So what will be the cycle time? Add this to all the work element in this workstation, that is the 1.0. and what will be the idle time? That is, you can say TC minus workstation time, so that is 0. So is there any doubt, class, how actually this workstation is designed? Is there any doubt related to that?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, very good, very good. So now we completed all the thing. So according to the our what is the sub question? D, use RPW, means rank position weight method, to balance the time that we just done. Okay, now determine the balance efficiency and the balance delay. How to calculate the balance efficiency? Already we calculated in our previous sum, right? So okay, I try to reduce the size. So what is if I talk about the balance efficiency, and okay, what is the process to calculate that? Total work content, you can say TWC. What is the total work content, or you can add all workstation time also, so that you need to calculate, and I think you already calculated that total work content
2.8.
3.8, right? Okay, and what is the TC? Okay, so here I am not considering only T, N dot TC. Why? Because every work element is getting that time, na, cycle time. So 1 minute I provided for every workstation. So that 1 into means number of workstation, that is the 4. 4 into 1 is equal to 4. Okay, so 3.8 divided by 4. So what will be the efficiency, class? Can you calculate? 0.95. Everyone getting 0.95, class?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
everyone getting okay, 0.95. Very good. So you can say my efficiency or balance efficiency is 95%. What is the balance delay? 1 minus balance efficiency, means not utilizing part. Balance delay, you can say that is 1 minus balance efficiency. So you can say that is the 0.05, or in percentage you can say 5% It's not utilized. So now we solved entire numerical. Is there any doubt related to rank, position, weight method? Then please let me know, class. Is there any doubt? Class?
No, sir.
So
Okay.
can you repeat that precedence diagram?
Okay, actually it will take that is the process means
Yes, sir. Only that diagram.
okay, so actually I stopped the recording part here because that the recording I will share. Okay, so that is stop and I try to explain just